Welcome on the mat and welcome to Intermediate Flow Yoga with me. I'm Ria, founder of CrossYoga and the host of this channel. And let's jump right into it. Find a comfortable seated position on your mat and close your eyes. And I'll tell you a story in just a moment. Lengthen through your spine from the bottom of your sitting bones all the way to the top of the head. Maybe you side out or move a little bit until you find the relaxing seating posture that you might know really well. Use your belly breath, deep inhales and exhale through your nose if possible. Before I'll tell you a short story, I'll say a prayer. God, we come to you on our yoga mats, offering our movements, our breath, our whole beings to you, honoring that you are God and we are your children, loved by you. So the story I'll tell you, you can just sit with your eyes closed or move if you like. But the story goes that there's this man who was on his way home one evening and it's dark outside. And as he enters to the door and is about to find the key for the door, he noticed that the key is missing. It's gone. He must have lost it somewhere. And he quickly starts looking for it. And of course have a hard time finding the key. And he keeps looking and looking. And after a while, another man comes by and sees this man looking on the ground for something. And they have a conversation and the man that just arrived asks, "So, okay, you're looking for your keys. Do you know where you have lost them?" And the man looking for the key said, "Yes, right over there in the grass." And the other man said, So why are you looking right here when you lost it, the other place?" "Oh, because the lighting is so much better right here," the man answered. So just sit with that story for a little bit. When we look for answers, big or small answers, do we look the easy place? Or do we look the right place? All right, start moving a little bit. Maybe you do circles with your spine or your whole core, taking a hold of your knees. And you're welcome to use your Ujjayi breath, that's the snoring sound. And if you're like, what is that Ujjayi? Is that anything, goddess thingy? No, it's just a name for a kind of a breathing technique. And make circles both ways around, and maybe you do a little bit of twisting or whatever. Sitting movements for your spine to get it warmed up. And after this, we'll go through some sun salutations and a really cool and warming flow sequence. And I'll build it up that way that we'll take it step by step. So we have some postures or poses, and then repeat them, and I'll add on some more. So we'll have like a long string of poses at the end. All right, I hope your spine, shoulders, maybe your wrists Need a little bit of warming up, who knows? And then find the mat in front of you, downward facing dog. Get those legs moving. Spread the fingers out, as I guess you're used to if you want to do that intermediate flow yoga. Inhale to your plank. You can wave yourself to your plank. And maybe even wave back. And you just interpret waving as you feel like it should be. Keep moving just a few more times. Engage those quads as you get to your plank, and of course your abs, but you know that. And next time you find your down dog, stay there for a breath or two. Let your heels sink as low as they can at the moment. And then walk your feet to the front end of your mat, coming into your forward fold. And maybe side out if you like that. And then take your navel to your spine, bend your knees, and vertebrae by vertebrae, move into your mountain pose. Standing tall. Sun Salutation A. Inhale, take your arms above your head. Exhale, fold forward. Half lift, inhale. Plank to low plank, hands on the ground, step your feet back. Maybe you take an extra inhale, exhale here. Maybe the first time, knees on the ground, elbows by your rib as you lower down. Lift your chest up, baby cobra. Tuck your toes under, use your arms, your abs as you move your hip back. Down dog. There's a lot of information there. Maybe on your next inhale, you jump, bend your knees, bend your feet, jump. I call it like a silent jump. Come into your forward fold, and let's do this a little quicker. Inhale to your high mountain. Exhale, move forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank to low plank. Inhale, cobra or up dog, your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale and an exhale. 3 more times. Jump or walk. Inhale to the front. Exhale, forward, forward. Inhale, high mountain. Now there's no rush here, so if you want to do it slower, please do so. Exhale, move forward. Half lift, inhale. Again, plank, low plank. Take it slow on your way down. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. Again, 1 breath in your down dog. Look forward, jump or walk, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. And you're welcome to close your eyes, so do this the last 2 times. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold forward, navel in as you lean forward. Beautiful. Half lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, cobra. And your down dog. Always able to move your feet and get into the right pose. Last time, inhale to the front. Fold forward, exhale. High mountain. Lift up your arms to the sky and fold forward, surrender. Half lift. Plank, low plank. Hoping you're getting pretty warm now. Lift up your chest and downward facing dog. 1 breath again. Jump to the front or walk. Fold forward. High mountain. And this time, wrap your thumbs around each other, elbows a little bit out to the side, and lean back, opening up your chest. And maybe side out. Straighten out your spine, still holding your thumbs. Move to your left side, stretching your side. Lift up, go for the other side. Okay, let's start our sequence. So come to the front end of your mat, still hip width apart with your feet. Come into a chair, so sit down. You can still have that distance in between your feet. Now, if you really want to go low, please do so, all the way down. But keep your hands here and then fold your hands together or palms together as you rise up to your high mountain. Lean back, opening up your chest for a small back bend. Navel in. No hyperextending the knees. It's very easy to do that. Tall spine again, straight up towards the sky. With your palms together, lean forward. Now engage your core and take a little bit extra time as you move forward. You will probably feel it here on your lower back. And let your fingers reach the mat, forward fold. Lift up your right leg and move it back like you're kicking your foot back a little bit. Warrior 3, or if you feel a little bit uncertain with your balance today, go for your airplane with your arms out to the side. Flex your foot and close your hips so that your sitting bones, the hips here, are aligned. Breathe. Fingers down on the ground and lift your right leg even higher. Forward fold with a split. Now we're still a little bit cold, so you don't have to go for your full split if it's too early. Bend both knees and lower down right leg to the back end of the mat. Crescent lunge when we're ready, so bend that front knee. Lift your hand off the mat and look forward. Shoulders away. Take a breath. Your breath still going, I hope. All right, on your next inhale, prepare your plank. On your exhale, lower down in between your hands, do your vinyasa. Lift up your chest, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Again, one breath. Jump or walk to the front end of your mat yet again. Fold forward, inhale, or exhale, sorry. Inhale, high mountain. And chair pose, sit low. We are at the top again. Lift up, palms together, lean back, open up your chest. Look up towards the sky. Is that where you're searching for answers, or are you searching somewhere else? Straight spine, navel in as you lean forward. Of course, you can bend your knees more, but try to go for a little bit of a stretch in your leg. Take a breath and exhale before your fingers reach the mat. Yeah, left leg, kick it back. Now you can always take your hand and just feel your hip so that your hip, one glute, is not higher than the other. Maybe take a look at your feet. Are they pointing towards the floor? Warrior 3 or your airplane, whatever works for you. Get ready, fingers on the ground. Open up your hip this time. Your left glute, probably pretty much higher than your right glute right now. Point your toes forward towards your knee, forehead towards your knee. Bend both knees for a safe landing with the left foot back. Always move around on the mat so it makes sense to you. Look forward, crescent lunge. Two breaths here. Navel engaged. Spine straight, and stretch the back leg as much as possible. Find your plank on your inhale, and on your exhale, go for your low plank or just find directly down dog. Take your vinyasa if you like with the plank and cobra and all that, or just skip that part and find down dog just like I did there. Look forward again, jump or walk. Fold forward, taking that part that we already have taken again. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, chair. Inhale, high mountain, palms together. Exhale, open up your chest. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, move forward. Take an inhale on the way down. And on your exhale, your fingers might reach the floor. Lift up right leg, move it back again. Warrior 3 or your airplane. Fingers reach the mat. Go for your split with a forward fold. Lower down the leg. So back end of your mat, crescent lunge. Bend that front knee. Make sure it's right above the ankle. Find your crescent lunge. I like it so far. Take your arms out. Engage the shoulders behind you. And then lean forward. It can be just a little bit or going low. Again, depending on your mood or how you're feeling today. Right hand down, aligned with the front foot. Lift up, left arm twisting. And maybe a left arm moves a little bit back towards the heel, opening up your chest even more. Adding a little bit more on. Palms down, both palms down, framing the foot. Step the left foot, that one that's in front, to the way back here. Three-legged dog with a hip opening pose. So bend the knee, move the hip or the knee up towards the sky. Breathe deeply. Making sure shoulders are not uneven. You're standing here like you're standing in your down dog. Close your hip and move your left leg to your right elbow, your plank pose. Yay. Want to do a breath here, come on. And move it back. Downward facing dog. Again, you are welcome to take your Vinyasa flow if you like, or just stay in your down dog. On your next inhale, move to the front of your mat. Fold forward. Inhale, high mountain. From the top again, chair pose. Inhale, palms meet, high mountain. Move back, exhale. High mountain as you inhale, engage your core. Lean forward, exhale. Inhale on your way down. And on your exhale, both fingers on the mat. This time, left leg. Move it up and back. Kick it out, straighten both legs. And don't worry if you fall here or can't keep your balance. I do that. Fingers on the ground, lifting up, opening up your hip. Crescent lunge, taking your time, lowering down the foot, bending right leg. And go low. Airplane arms out to the side. Again, core in as you lean forward. Looking down. Make sure that your neck is aligned with your whole spine. And then you twist. Left hand on the ground. Right arm up towards the sky. And even further behind you to the back foot as we did before. Twisting, opening up shoulders. Beautiful. Both hands down, step the right leg up and back, three-legged dog, hip opens, bending the knee. Try to see if you can get your heel towards your glutes as much as possible. Keep breathing strongly. Let the fingertips reach the mat, knuckles as well. Then close your hip. And maybe on an exhale, take your right knee to your left elbow and take 2 breaths. Step it back. Downward facing dog, your Vinyasa if you like, or take a break in child's pose. I'll just show it if you happen to forget it. Probably not. Or just stay in your down dog. Whatever works. One more breath. Move into your down dog. Find your best pose here. Really getting that hip moved back and up. And then jump or walk to the front end of your mat, adding just one more layer of poses. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, high mountain. And your chair pose. High mountain. Back, opening up your chest. Back bend. Straighten up your arms. Go for your forward fold. Again, taking your time. If this is becoming too much, take your hands by your hip here instead. And find the floor in front of you. As always, right leg moves up and back, beginning of that right leg, just because it's easier to remember. Warrior 3 or airplane. Looking down, maybe for the key. And lifting up right leg. Splitting. Lowering down. Crescent Lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, really go low. Move forward. And go deep down on your exhale. Twisting right leg, right hand on the ground. And left arm moves up and back. Inhale, hands on the ground. Left leg move up. Exhale, opening up your hip. Bend your knee and really lift the knee up. Inhale, close your hip. Exhale, yeah, right elbow. Lift your knee and foot up again. And step it through. Yay. Warrior 2. Turn up, pivot the back foot, heels somewhat aligned. Move into your Warrior 2. Find your Ujjayi breath. Reversed warrior, palms up and go back. So we go back, it's the top of the shoulders moving back, but the front knee is moving forward. Side stretch, elbows on the thigh here, move that back hand to the front and lengthen, like you're lengthening through the back of the foot towards the pinky finger. Turn that down shoulder underneath yourself and lift. And again, side stretch. This time, stretch the front knee. And again, move back. Reversed warrior. Maybe you feel the stretch here at the front by the ribs. Take your root lock in as you move into a triangle pose. Feet and legs stay, and your torso, your shoulders move to the front end of your mat, looking down or up. Move the hip underneath yourself so that your hip is aligned with your heels. Awesome. One last pose. So fingers down. It's half moon. So if you like just to play with it, and I like to play with it today, just go for like shooting to the front and see if you can lift all of right side at the same time. Now, if you can't, then go for both fingers on the ground, lift up right leg, and then you feel like, okay, it's there. The foot is flexed, the foot is turned, hip opened, then your right arm might reach up. Keep breathing strongly. Fingers on the ground, making sure you have more to help you balance as you close your hip. Feet on the ground, forward fold. And let's do that on the other side. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, chair. Palms together, inhale, high mountain. Back bending, exhale. High mountain, inhale. And again, taking your time. Lean forward. See if you can go for as straight leg as possible without hyperextending them, of course. Fingers on the ground. Left leg, move it back. Maybe this time, if you've done the airplane the other times, maybe this time you can do your warrior 3. Forward fold with a split, fingers on the ground. And try to notice if you can lift up your left leg even higher than the first time. Close your hip and move your leg back. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Lift up your arms. Lean forward. Arms out to the side. Engage your shoulders. Let the airplane glide to the side so left hand reaches the floor. Right arm up and back. Framing the foot. Take a huge inhale. Step your right leg up and back. Open up your hip. Again, shoulders aligned with the short end of the mat. Take one more breath. Close your hip. Exhale, left elbow. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, step your foot through. Warrior two. So turn the back foot, taking your time. Maybe side it out. Look to the front end of your hands. Open up your hip. Breathe deeply. Reverse your warrior, palms face up. The front hand, lean back. Again, as I said before, movement to the front knee without falling in. Side stretch. Move through your warrior two. Elbow on your thigh or your quads and lean the back hand forward. Really, really lengthen. Like you're almost reaching something, almost finding something. The keys in the trees. Reverse your warrior with the front knee extended, move back. Now there is a bit of balance here, you might notice that. And then triangle pose, legs stay as they are, and lean forward. No competition between left or right side or between yourself and yourself. Half moon. Again, I would advise to step the back foot just a little bit closer because it's easier to get into your half moon again. You can go for a lifting up left side this time. And if you want to play with it, let your fingers off, take your fingers off the floor. Look up maybe. Awesome. Both fingers down on the ground. We are done with our sequence for today. Find your down dog. Maybe take a huge inhale and side up. Bend your knees. Get some distance in between those knees. Move back into child's pose. Feel the heat in your body. From child's pose, come down on your mat. Let your left leg be bended and staying down here on the mat. Take the right leg on top. This is called cow face. Now we want to go for alignment or stacking our knees. If that's not possible, just find a comfortable seated position. Just notice which leg is on top or at front so you can switch it around when we do the other side. Your heels doesn't have to be all the way into your thighs. And this is a really deep stretch on the thighs, at least it is for me. Both sitting bones on the ground, and if there is more space, you can always lean forward for a deeper stretch. Make sure you breathe. And you don't need to use your Ujjayi breath anymore. And lift up. Take that top leg or your right leg out to the side. And the sole of the feet here, your left foot is on the inside of the thigh. The heel doesn't have to go all the way in. Look towards the bended knee. can always use your blocks or whatever, or sit on something here. Roll your mat or sit on a blanket or something like that. Side stretch, right knee, right shoulder, and shoulders stacked above each other, and go for a deep side stretch. Like your fingers can reach the toes there. Maybe yours can. And I just want to go back to the story. So how often in our lives are we not looking for answers or whatever we're searching for? The easy places. I know I do. I want to be quick. I want answers now. I want solutions now. Why wait? Okay, come up again. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. This time, right leg underneath and left leg on top. As I said before, if you're seated, just comfortable seated, cross-legged, swap it around. And when you lean forward, probably you'll feel it in your thighs here. Again, I'm like sitting like this to get my sitting bones on the floor, or at least the feeling of it. And lean forward if possible. I think for a lot of people also, looking for the easy way is what happens in our spiritual lives or in our lives with God. We want those answers that we like. And we want God to be a therapist that can help us and serve us and help us understand and ease our pain. And I'm not saying that because it's a bad thing like that. It's natural. Who wants to be in pain? Nobody. All right, let go of that stretch. Left leg out to the side. Move your torso towards the bended knee and lean to the side. Okay, time to go down on the mat. This time, happy baby, the really odd pose. Bend your knee 90 degrees and lift your feet up like you're walking on the ceiling here. Take your knees out to the side, hands on the inside of your foot here or your legs, and take a hold of your foot on the outer edge of the foot so that the pinky reaches towards your heels. Pull your feet down, not like that, but like this, so you pull your knees further down towards the ground. And with your elbows, you move your legs maybe further out. That's why I would like to invite you to hold your feet like this. Now your lower back, lumbar back, try to elongate that so it reaches somewhat towards the floor. Awesome, and let go. Now maybe you do your windshield with your knees. I like my feet a little bit distance from my hip when I do my windshield. It's just nicer. And maybe you relax your legs to one side. Take a few breaths here to one side. Move it into the middle and the other side. And let's go for that plow pose. So it's a really deep forward folds. Let me see if I can get the wire here to go with me. So if you don't know plow pose, please take a look before you get into it, because when you're in this plow pose, you're not going to move your neck, okay? Because you might do an injury on yourself. So please keep your neck as it is. So I would advise you to close your eyes, but take a look if you don't know it. Move your hip up. Try to see if you can get your hip somewhat aligned with your shoulders. Bend your knees, and if you can, reach out or stretch out your legs. Maybe your feet can reach the floor behind you, maybe not. You are welcome to take a hold of your lower back and just hold there, or let your fingers reach towards the ground. Relax your shoulders. And this is the position where you're not gonna look to the side. If you have seen what you need to, please go ahead and try to follow along. Now to reach the floor with your feet, you need some flexibility in your hamstrings and in your back, so don't you worry if you can't reach. It might take a little bit of practice. When moving out of it, bend your knees if you haven't already. Take a hold of your lower back as you slowly come down. No bumping down, I hope. Feet on the ground, knees point up and maybe in towards each other. And just relax. And then go for your resting pose. Stretch out your legs. Let the fingers reach the floor, palms facing up. And maybe pray that God will open your eyes. If there are areas in your life where you always go for the easy or the fast solution, but maybe God wants you to look somewhere else. Or maybe God wants to dive deeper into your soul, teach you something new. So God, help us to search for answers and search for the right path in our lives where it is truly found. And help us not just to find those answers that is easy and likable, approved by others. Maybe stand strong in faith and in your love. And I'll invite you to stay for at least 5 more minutes on the mat. So taking your time just to relax your body and let God speak if there is anything that pops into your mind. So I'll finish this video now, but you're welcome to press pause if you want to lay down on the mat a little bit more. Thank you so much for joining me, and I pray that God will bless you from my heart to your heart.